KSYM, San Antonio College Radio. This is the Urban Suite D Major, Cheryl Meadows, Social Ice in studio with us. So after getting inspiration from the video that you watched from Travis Scott, you know, them performing,
Right.
How did that help you approach actually getting into music from that point, especially during COVID,
Right.
when nothing was going on?
Right. So being an artist, like, out of COVID, you know, whenever events began to, I guess, occur again, I was never really, I never really saw events before COVID. So when they started to pop up again, it was just like a normal thing for me. And then now looking at life, it's like, oh man, I can't even imagine not having an event every week. Not like me performing, but just like seeing an event on Instagram that somebody's hosting. So I just really think that it was probably a very weird time for a lot of artists that began, let's say in 2019, 2018, they were just getting that traction, and then boom, you know, a pandemic. And a lot of artists, they rely on performing. And after watching, you know, artists like Juice WRLD and Travis Scott, and essentially it just kind of made me realize you really have to be yourself when you're performing. You know, you worked this hard, you made the music, you made it on stage. I mean, the first time that I went to go perform, I was beyond scared, you know, heart racing, right? Didn't think I could do it. And once you're up there, you're up there, you know. You want to, if you're really nervous, just do your best, you know, and it gets better as you perform. But watching those people perform in front of 80,000 people, you know, they do it with ease, and it's something that, you know, now I feel I can do, even after only making music for a couple years. Every time I perform, even there's only like 5 people in the crowd, I perform as if I'm performing at Lollapalooza or Coachella, you know, just because you never know who's in the room, and you always want to make a lasting impression, you know, because people actually enjoy what they're listening to. You know, if they could have left before you perform, but they decided to watch you, you know, so you have to give them a show, regardless of what's going on, you know, all that, thinking that you deserve better, which, I mean, I'm blessed to be where I'm at right now as an artist. If I'm performing in front of just 5 people, I'm never upset, you know, because I'm blessed to be where I'm at. I've improved a lot, you know, to be mad that I'm not performing in front of a lot of people. And so, but definitely after watching those artists, it's made me want it more. It's made me want to chase after that dream to get to where they are, especially 100%.
Did the period of COVID kind of affect how you approach music as far as writing or recording, considering, like I said, that period?
Right. So it actually kind of helped out, because that's all I had time to do, you know, besides trying to work, you know, under the conditions that we were all kind of experiencing at the time. I had nothing else better to do but to write and to sit back and, like, to be honest, I'm so glad I began to do music during COVID, because I was able to make really bad songs and improve off of them on my own. You know what I mean? And I was really, like, I'm really blessed that's when I picked to begin this music journey, because I feel like now there's so much going on. At that time, the world was kind of stopped, and you can kind of take a break, figure yourself out, and then once the world kind of picked back up is when I began to get a lot better in my music. So it definitely helped out a lot, being able to just write and record, edit over and over for countless hours, because I wasn't going anywhere the next day. You know, we were all locked in the house, so might as well make the best use of that time. So it definitely helped out for that year-ish that we had when we couldn't really go anywhere. It was very weird, but definitely helped out 100%.
Okay. So once everything is finally kind of calmed down, you could actually put a project together. When did you finally put out your first project?
So my first project came out in 2021. The title of that was Limitless Beyond Belief. Because when I began to make music, I mean, I do believe in this still. Just that we all are limitless as individuals, and there's no room for our creativity. As long as you keep working, you'll always unlock a new door.
Yeah.
Even if you've been doing this music for 10 years, there's always something better you could do. And there's always new things you can try. And don't ever let anyone tell you can't do it. And so that's what my first album was about, or project. I would say album is more of like when I professionally make an album, but I would say project or mixtape. That's when that one first came out, was April of 2021. So going on 3 years actually, which is crazy to think about. That's already been going on 3 years. That's wild.
How was the reception to that first project when you put it out?
It was great. It was just great. You know, at the time being, you know, a new artist, you had, you know, your reach only went very far. You know, close friends, family, friends of friends that, you know, played your music in the car at one point. But I think the best part of that was hearing people's opinions, even though like some of them weren't great, some of them were great. I love people telling me what I can improve on, because I know I'm not perfect. So if someone tells me you're a perfect artist, then they're lying, because especially because I'm new. And I just loved hearing people sing my songs back to me and tell me the album was good. But I also like people telling me, hey, this album was good, but for your next project, do this, and this, and you'll be better. I loved both of those types of responses.
Yeah.
But overall, the message, people loved it. And I made another project that came out that same year. When I turned 21, I dropped it. Well, actually, the day I turned 21 is when it came out. It had 21 tracks, and that project is available everywhere as well. But I'm actually in the process of taking that project down and re-uploading it with half of the songs on there, because the other half I'm not okay with. It was a rush project because I wanted it to come out by my 21st birthday. So I rushed like a lot of the songs on there, and going back and listening to it, if I were to take out 8 of those songs out of the 21, it'd be like 10 times better. It'd be a project that I would go back and listen to over and over and over again.
Wow.
Versus playing those songs, and if somebody were to click on my Apple Music profile and hit like shuffle, and a couple of those tracks come on, that's not what I want to be like. I don't want someone to get that first impression of me by hearing those songs.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going to go back and take that album down, re-upload it with the songs that I'm okay with.
Okay.
And then working on a third project for this year is what we're doing right now.
Maybe you can take those songs, rework them, and keep it like special in the vault, something you can release later.
Right.
A small EP.
100%. Right.
That's the way you can approach it.
There you go.
Hey, y'all, stay tuned. We've got more coming up right now. Brand new music from C-Mac and Lingo, the Icon. But first up, Social Ice with Legend.
Ooh, I love this song.
Do not go anywhere, y'all. More coming up. This is the Urban Suite, KSYM, San Antonio College Radio.